In a perfect world, you would submit a single offer to the seller's agent, and the seller would accept it as written. But unfortunately, we do not live in a perfect world, and coming to an accepted purchase price and terms agreeable to both the seller and the buyer often takes several offers and counter-offers combined with skillful negotiation. In summary, the negotiation process will go like this. Buyer submits an initial purchase offer. Seller either accepts the offer or counters the offer. Buyer either accepts the counter-offer or submits another offer. Seller accepts the final offer. The earnest money deposit is paid by the buyer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The signed contract is delivered to both parties. 6, 7. Buyer completes the due diligence process. 8. Seller and buyer fulfill any contract contingencies. 186. \n == IM 5272 == \n9. Closing is scheduled and completed. Even though a purchase offer is presented, until it is signed by the seller it is not a legal document. The buyer does have the legal right to withdraw the offer without paying a penalty. We will now break down these steps one by one, so you will know what to expect. Now you and your client are ready to submit the offer. The offer is a voluntary, but conditional, indication of a buyer's willingness to enter into an agreement under specific terms to purchase real property, which upon the seller acceptance creates a binding contract. This offer is called a real estate purchase contract, or the purchase agreement. The real estate purchase contract is state-specific, and we recommend that you use the one approved by the National Association of Realtors. Your broker will supply you with the form. The purchase agreement will be divided into several different sections. Each section will define the terms and conditions of the contract. Remember from Chapter 4 that there are 5 requirements to make a contract valid. Do you remember what they are? If you said offer, acceptance, consideration, capacity to contract, and legal purpose, then you are correct. Once this document is signed by both the buyer and the seller, it becomes a legally binding contract. Let's look at a sample purchase agreement. We are going to look at the form that has been used in Michigan. You will want to make sure you use the form that has been designed for your state. But since they all will have approximately the same information and layout, this will give you a nice overview. 187. \n IMG 5273 == First things first, we will need to date the contract so that we will have a starting point for the negotiations. Some contracts will start by identifying the agencies that are representing each of the parties. This meets the disclosure requirements between parties to the contract. The buyer and the seller may be identified on the first page of the form, or on the last page in Buy and Sell Agreement. Offer date, 20. Selling office. Selling broker, selling realtor registered, S email address, selling realtor registered, S phone, facsimile. Listing office. Listing broker, listing realtor registered, S email address, listing realtor, S phone, facsimile. The signature section. The next step is to complete the property description section. The property needs to be identified correctly, including the complete street address and legal description, including the property tax identification number. In this section, you will also state what items are or are not included in the sale. A list of standard items is provided. If the buyer would like the seller to 1. Property description. Buyer agrees to buy from seller the property located at County, Michigan, and legally described as. The property includes all buildings, all fixtures, all gas, oil, and mineral fixtures, plumbing fixtures, water softener, unless rented, heating fixture, and any mechanical controls, SHAD. Attached fireplace doors, and sea fences, and mailboxes, if a. It's owned by seller, built-in appliances, lighting, SC trickle fixtures, radio, and television antennae. Ends, garage door openers and controls, screens, storm windows and doors, landscaping, and but does not include \n IMG 5274 == leave behind an item that would normally be removed at the time of sale. They may indicate it here. If she do not want the filthy and rusted ancient kitchen stove, your buyer can state that the purchase agreement does not include that item. Hence, this will require the seller to remove it prior to closing. Section 2 fulfills the consideration requirement for a legally binding contract. The consideration is the purchase price. Section 3 indicates the buyer's method of payment. It can be in cash, mortgage, land contract, mortgage assumption, or land contract assignment. 2. Purchase brick.